All right, this is what nobody ever says about Donald Trump, and this is something that is, I think, completely valid. And nobody ever thinks about it this way. I don't know if it's because I grew up playing video games, or it's because I grew up playing games that require negotiation, and they require negotiation from a position of advantage. And most people are such fucking cowards, and most people are such NPCs that they're never in a position to negotiate. Forget about negotiate from advantage. But the cultural message and the message that we push to the rest of the world, that the rest of the world believes, is that Donald Trump is an unreasonable fucking lunatic. Well, let me tell you something. I want our president to be an unreasonable fucking lunatic, or at least that's what I want the world to think. I want our president to walk into negotiations and put his fucking dick on the table because he represents the United States. There's no such thing as negotiating from a greater position of advantage when you have the American military and economy behind you. I don't want some fucking coward, some retarded gay communist, to go in there and wring his hands. Oh, may I? May I? We are the fucking United States. I want my president to walk into conversations with both our enemies and allies and make it completely clear that this is not a suggestion. You will sign this fucking paper because we, the United States, have a gun to your head. And if you're not going to sign it, the next guy will. And we're perfectly happy to replace you. We're perfectly happy to turn your fucking country into a parking lot. We decide who plays this game and who doesn't. And I want our president to be perceived as a man who cannot be fucked with. I want him to be perceived as capable of anything. Even if that means wild lunacy. That's useful to us. That's useful if we gamify this. We want a president that people are afraid of. We want a president that other leaders cannot guess what he's gonna do next. We want him to be perceived as unpredictable and unreasonable, unwavering. I want him to go in there and swing around the full veiny girth of American reputation. I want him to dominate all interactions with other countries because that benefits me as an American. Not these fucking cowardly people on the other side. That's why I like Hillary Clinton more than Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, because at least I know that Hillary Clinton represents the Clinton dynasty. Because at the end of the day, evil is predictable. And there you can trust a level of predictability. It's sort of like a fucking crocodile. You can trust that a crocodile is going to always try to bite your leg off. And if you can trust that, then suddenly crocodiles become completely predictable. If the crocodile is suddenly riding a bicycle, that is unexpected. But the crocodile bites your leg, you have only yourself to blame for walking so close to it. Hillary Clinton is predictable. She will always make decisions that benefit the Clinton dynasty. Her and her family are an attempted empire. And there is something trustworthy in that. There are base human emotions which are trustworthy. You can trust evil to be evil. Lust, greed, these are trustworthy. You can always trust a fat person to be hungry and want more food. You can always trust Hillary Clinton to act in her best interests. You see what I mean? But what are we left with now on the left? We're left with people who, what does Joe Biden want? To take a nap. What does Kamala Harris want? She wants to be left alone. I think she's somebody who accidentally climbed too high on the ladder, and now she has more responsibility than she ever wanted. And what can we trust from Donald Trump? We can trust him to go into every negotiation and to whip his balls out and to say, look at him. Look at him. Smell them. You don't want to? Well, then I'm going to pull a deal off the table. Is that unreasonable? Fuck you, pay me. I am unreasonable. And that is how this is going to go down, because we are not the Ivory Coast, okay? We're not the Maldives. We are fucking America. And if you have a problem with it, we'll send a fucking missile to your house. If you have a fucking problem with it, too bad.